Right, chaps, welcome to the new channel, which is called Ben's Angle. And basically, the reasons for the new channel is obviously I'm going to be going out a lot more on my own fishing now. And obviously, Carp Dog Ted is going to be coming with us, chaps. Basically, on this channel, we're going to be going to day tickets all up and down the country. So, for the likes of Coking Farm, Cottington Lakes, Bluebell Lakes, you know, some of the most famous ones in the country, lots of big fish content, and that's where it brings us now. I mean, as you can see, I'm in the van now. I'm just down the road from Coking Farm. We've got a 48-hour session on Oak Lake, and the time is now about 8:45 in the morning. I can't get on till 10. As you can see, I'll bring it round. We've only got Carp Dog Ted. How we doing, mate? Yeah, he's loving it in his new bed. So basically, yeah, that's where we're at now. I've only ever been on here once before, and after Lake froze, chaps. So, yeah, like I say, we're in spring now, and it's not spring bloody weather though, I will add. It's absolutely freezing outside, and it's absolutely peeing down with rain. So, but like I say, we've got 48 hours on Oak at the moment. I'm just down the road in the garage. I mean, there is a cafe on site there. But but typical, it's bloody shut today, isn't it? You know, so typical carp angler. Didn't read up about it, did I? So we just pulled into the garage, quick bacon roll and a coffee. Like I say, it's about 8:45. I can't get on till 10, and like I say, we'll be going up there very, very, very soon. Sorry, excuse me. Like I say, for people that don't know, obviously I've just signed now a new consultancy deal for Steamies baits, and like I say, individual baits as well as they're known. And yeah, I'm looking forward to using their products as well. So like I say, it's the first time that I've proper been out this year, and you know, it's like, lads, you're buzzing for it, and yeah, you know, so I think he is as well. Although he's looking out the window at the moment, he probably just wants freedom. But yeah, chaps, like I say, I think we'll leave it there for now, and time for me to get me backside up the road there, and let's see if we can get on, and I think we'll continue this conversation once I've got all my gear set up. Right, chaps, like I said, 10 o'clock start, and that is exactly what happened. Came back from the garage, and yeah, 10 o'clock, come straight back in. So, like I say, at the end of the day, we've got the rods out, everything's set up now, and I don't know if you guys can see that on the screen. But yeah, the wind's blowing in, the rain's coming into me as well. We'll switch it around for you guys to have a look at the lake in a minute. And I think it's just a car driving past, so sorry about the noise. But yeah, we're all set up, and at the moment, I'm going to be honest, it's an absolute mud bath down here. Like I say, I will show you it. They've had a lot of rain, and it's coming into my face now. Yeah, that's the way it is, isn't it, mate? You know, when you come to these venues, and it's winter / March, you know, what do you expect? So my left-hand rod's just had a little dip on the rod. Sorry, I'm backleading, chaps. Like I say, we will come more into the show. But yeah, we're all set up, we're all fishing, we've got 3 rods out, and I'll go through wraps, etc. with you, and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's a beautiful place here. Like I say, 10 o'clock we was allowed on, and we came round to the swims. There was a bloke, you know, already in this swim, just packing up. But yeah, it's quite a good little setup here, chaps. I mean, you can't just roll up to Coking Farm, if that makes sense. You've got to book in advance, and the one good thing about it is you can actually book the swim that you want, which for me I think is a massive plus. I mean, obviously down at Cottington, you book onto the lake, which is still absolutely great. You can't book a peg, but you're booked on, if that makes sense. And the way carp fishing is going nowadays, chaps, I think that's the way forward, because it guarantees you're on. I mean, how many times you go carp fishing, especially like myself, I fish at weekends, chaps, you know, and it's just that guarantee of, you know, you're going, you know, and I just think it's a massive plus. And then with this venue, you can actually book the swim you want. So, you know, if you do a few trips here, you get used to that swim. You know what to do before you even got here. You know your spots, you know your wraps. You can use bait boats. I'm choosing not to. I thought I'd try without this time, but I will when I next come down. Sorry. God, that bloody rain's right at an angle coming in my face, chaps. So, but yeah, you know, so far so good. The only bad news is, bloody typical, been looking forward to this trip for a bloody long time, I've just pulled the muscles in the top of my back. But basically, when I left you when I was in the garage, some bloke came up to the window and, you know, going, hello Ted, and all like that. Well, he jumped out of his bed and jumped across me. Well, I've picked him up to throw him back into the bed because I've overstretched tonight. You know when you hear that noise in your back? I expect there's loads of you going, yeah, I know that, Ben. Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. So, yeah, I'm in bloody agony at the moment, all because bloody Ted jumped across my lap to see this bloody bloke, like, do you know what I mean? I mean, it ain't the bloke's fault, bless him, do you know what I mean? But just typical, isn't it? You know what I mean? For 48 hours, ain't even started and I pulled my back muscles, so... But I'll tell you what we'd do. I'll flip you around in a sec, and then we'll pan. You'll see the rods and see the lake and that. But yeah, this rain's coming into me, chaps, so... yeah, like I say, we'll flip it round for you now and you can have a quick look. Right, chaps, and there is my swim. As you can see, dead centre of the lake. And if we pan, obviously there's the bad boys down there. 3 bennies. And I'll go more into tactics in a minute. There, yeah, that's the swim sport. I'm in peg 24. Excuse me, the peg next to me gets all of that island. Basically, this one just gets the centre water. Obviously, you've got the island that side, that's 25s. But yeah, all that centre water is mine. So, as you can see, the wind is pushing into this swim. I mean, to be honest with you, if the sun was out, I think it would be absolutely cock on. You know, like them spring ones when it's like the first sun comes out, wind's pushing in, you're like, yeah, it's on, chaps. So, but yeah, that's the swim. Hopefully, we're going to get one. So, I don't know how my back's going to hold up if we do get one. But yeah, there it is, chaps. As you can see, it's a southerly wind, and which is blowing straight into this bank for you chaps that are fishing. Come into this place. Remember that, so if it's blowing into you, you know, in 23, 24 and 25, it's a southerly wind. And yeah, it's not great when you've got your bivvy bloody door open and it's raining. It's blowing straight in, chaps. So, but yeah, there's the swim. That's what we're up against. So I think if we just roughly point them out, the left-hand rod is in here. We've got the middle rod roughly here. And then we've got the right-hand rod roughly here. So, yeah, they're fanned out, all within the boundaries of my swim. And it's just a case, what I've done is I've just put bags on for the moment, chaps. You know, I've put no bait out, like I say, we're just coming into that springtime. And I'm fishing for a bite at a time. So, but we'll go more into bait and stuff, you know, later on in the show and that. So, but yeah, there's the swim 24, Coking Farm, 48 hours on Oak Lake. Right, chaps, just a bit of an update for you guys, and yeah, not a lot's happened at the moment. It's I've been bivvy bound, as they say. You know, it's always nice to be on the end of a wind, especially a southerly one, but when it comes with a lot of rain, drizzle, it's not the one. You know, the doors have got to go down, and it's been bloody horrible today. Absolute horrible. I mean, the place is like an absolute mud bath. I've managed to get Ted. He's down here. And it, Ted. Hey. Yep, he's sound out. He ain't moving. So it's got to that point now, chaps. So I'm just about to redo the rods. And but I have seen a couple before it got really bad, but they're not in my area. I've seen 2 out there. I would say they're more, you know, in the swims opposite than my water. And then I see a nice one come right out of the water, you know, and they go, gosh. I don't know, probably 26, 27 pound common, come right out, and that was in the bloke to the left of me. Yeah, on the just off the point of the island over there. That was a nice fish, that was. So, but yeah, nothing, not a bleep, nothing at the moment. We're still going with the solid bags. Like I say, we've got 2 out there on the solids, and I've got 1 out there just on a little mesh bag as well. Like I say, I don't think it's that time of year to absolutely pile it in. Some people are on here, but no one's had nothing today anyway. You know, I can see everyone opposite me, no one opposite's had nothing. So, but yeah, it's just one of those. Like I say, it's, it's a learning curve, isn't it? You know, when you've only ever fished a lake once, and like I say, that was half frozen at the time, chaps. You know, so. But I tell you what, let's go outside a sec because it has just stopped. So. There we go. Oh, me back is absolutely killing me. I'm in absolute bits, but yeah, there's the lake. It's just started to calm down a little bit, but yeah, don't want to be out here too long because of all the rain. But yeah, the one good thing about this swim is though, is look at that, chaps, you can have the van right behind the swim, and that's for all of them. Like, you know, there's another one there. If we go down, you got matey just there as well. But yeah, if we come down here, you can see all the mud, etc. So, but like I say, it's that time of year, isn't it, lads? You know, it's going to be like that. And tell you what, let's get a selfie back at the lake. But yeah, that's just the way it is, lads. Like I say, it's just starting to stop now, that rain. So I'm going to get these rods back out. I'll probably make this the evening update, and we'll go from there. But we're going to go back out with 2 solids. I'm going to put another mesh out bag as well, and we'll go from there. So wish me luck through the night. My back is absolutely in bits, but so that should be fun. If I get a run, it's probably going to take me about an hour to get out of bed. So but yeah, as you can see with the lovely backdrop there, that's where we are, out in that open water bit. So hopefully the next time I see you, I'll be holding one. So yeah, right, time to get these rods back out on the money. Right, morning, chaps, and yeah, we've just been awoke by a lovely £28.4 common, and yeah, I'm overjoyed, absolutely overjoyed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick this up properly because of my back, but I'm going to have a good go. But yeah, £28.4. What a fish. Yeah. She's a bit lively, let's put it that way. I've literally just got up. So yeah, if I look a bit blurry, that's the reason why I've not had a good night's sleep at all. But we'll go more into that later on. Yeah, as you can hear, she's going absolutely mental. But yeah, on the left hand rod that one was. Like I say, we'll go into more spots and stuff later on. But yeah, she don't want to be lifted up at the moment. But yeah, great start. Alright. Swim. There we go. There we go. Lovely start to the coking. Let's get in a bit for you, chaps. There we go. Lovely start for the coking campaign. So yeah, check that out, £28.4. Yeah, what a common. First fish on the new bait as well. So yeah, overjoyed. But yeah, what a morning. So let's flip it round for you guys and see what the other side's like. Let's flip it round. Well, chaps, I don't believe it. I've just had another one, and it's an absolute massive common. Check the scales now. It looks around 37 mark, which it is. It's got to be one of the biggest commons in the lake, this one. Yeah, 37 something. Absolutely overjoyed. A couple of hours later, he's had another one, the boy. £37. What a fish. Let's have a look at it now. Right, chaps, as you just seen then, literally a couple of hours later, and I've just had one of the biggest commons in the lake. So like I say, I'm not too sure on lake records. I believe there is a 40 common in here, but this is definitely one of the big ones, I know that. 37, just under 37, 37.2, something like that. But yeah, what an immaculate common this is. This might be a bit difficult to lift, chaps. Bear with me with my back. But we're going to have a good go. So, £37 and a couple of ounces. Oh, what an absolute beast of a common. Yeah. don't know what one it is, I don't really care to be honest. But yeah, £37. So yeah, what a morning's fishing, eh? At Coking Farm. What an absolute brute. Just over the 37 mark. Oh, I'm well overjoyed. The bait's working well. So yeah, look at that, chaps. £37. What an absolute beast of a common. So but yeah, still got one more night left. But let's spin it round for you guys. Let's have a look the other side. Look at the size of it, like a discus. Like I say, some of these fish have got names, but I'm not really into all that. Let's get the centre of the camera. And there it is. £37, chaps. Oh. Wicked. Like I say, first 30 from the complex and first 20. So yeah, overjoyed with that. But I tell you what, let's get this fine specimen back. I'm definitely going to have a cup of coffee. I'm going to have to go out and get some pills for my back today, I tell you. But yeah, what a morning's fishing. £28 and a 37-pounder. Right, chaps, just coming on to the rig section now, and yeah, after them two glorious fish this morning, I mean, yeah, what a way to open up your account. So, as I think you lot would agree, a cracking 28, and it is one of the biggest commons in the lake at 37. And sorry, I keep looking behind the phone because I've just put two rods out. But I thought I'd take this opportunity just to show you the rigs, etc. Excuse me. So yeah, we'll go through the rigs and that now. This rig is exactly, we had the 37. So we'll start from there. So as you can see, we've got the Deception tube in there. It's in the clay coloured version, which is you know, on these pits, which, you know what I mean, like a clay pit, a bit like Cottington, it just blends in so well. Then obviously you've got Deception lead clip there. I do like mixing it up with colours a little bit, but like I say, this is a clay like bed, so I will normally go clay or even brown with that. You can see it's a 3-ounce square lead on that. That's from SM Leads. And yeah, me and Dad have been using these for absolute years now, and I absolutely love them. The reason being is because the coating doesn't come off. I think we've all been there before, chaps, you know, like you go to your lead bag and all the coating's coming off, you know, and it just annoys me, it does. And yeah, them leads, they are something else, and he does loads of different versions as well, chaps, so well worth having a look on Facebook. That's SM Leads, that is. Come down to the rig bit, I'll come in a bit more. You can see that's one of the famous snap links that I always use. Like I say, this opens up at £40 breaking strain, that snap link. I mean, so that is not opening. The hook length will break with first, or even the main one before that opening. You come down, that's the Deception link from Deception again in a coated braid, and then I'll just drop that there. And that there, chaps, if you can see it, that's a size 4 DX curve with a bit of shrink tube on there, a little bit of silicone just to hold it in place, and it's a barbless hook, lads. This is a barbless fishery, and you do get checked, so I would advise to use them. On the bait there, that's a 12mm TNT wafter, that is. I'll come more into the bait in another section soon with what we're doing with that. But yep, that is the rig, guys. So size 4, bit of coated braid, short hook length, only about 5 inches. Come down, lead clip, snap link, and then a bit of tubing. I would say probably around about 14 inches. But yeah, that's the rig there. And all I do is attach a PVA bag to that from Castaway. But like I say, I'll come more into that very shortly. But yeah, very basic rig, really. It's what I would say. It's a very commercial rig for these commercial fisheries. And it's one that just always works for me, chaps, you know. So like I say, just as long as you use the strong, reliable components, and it's what you're confident in, I don't think you'll go far wrong. I don't know if you can hear in the background with all the wind. The wind's got up, the wind's gone, which is good. And but prior to that, I had to go down to the chemist. My back is in absolute bits, it is. And yeah, I've bought loads of tablets and deep heat stuff, and like I say, I'm going to spray up, take loads of tablets, and hopefully it will start going, but I think it'll be a few days yet before that goes. Like I say, we're on Saturday now. We have got blue skies, but I can see in the background it's getting grey again, so I expect it to be raining. But yeah, I thought I'd just do the rigs quickly in the bivvy because the wind out there is really bad. So, but yeah, I think we'll leave the rigs there, and we'll come on to bait next, chaps. Oh, is it like that, is it, bruv? So where am I supposed to sleep then, mate? Carp dog Ted having a kip. About right. Leaves me nowhere. You alright there, bruv? Are we up now, are we? Yeah, lovely. Look at him. What do you know? What you saying? What you had? I like that, bruv, is it? Let's leave Carp dog Ted to it. Well, we got one on, chaps. Well, we got one on, so enjoy the fight. Has just took completely off. It's just hit the fence behind us. So yeah, £26. Now I've got, I think I might have a broken tempest, so we shall see. Let's lift it up for you guys. And there you go. That's like the sun. Look at that. £26 on the money. So yeah, today's been a really good day. So yeah, happy with that. Sweet as right hand rod this time. So yeah, another one from Oak, £26, and I will go through bait now. Right, chaps, as you can see, we're in the back of the van now. Look, sorry for the wind. If you can hear the wind, it's absolute gale force winds down at Coking Farm. I think they forecast them to be 70 miles an hour. I'm trying to hide behind the van door. I've got bait everywhere. It's all happening here. So, but yeah, basically I had that £26, and let's take you to the swim. There's the rods. The bivvy was down there, and it ended up blowing, hit the van, and it ended up hitting that wire fence there and going in the field over there. The gentleman who's next to me here, God bless him, I mean, good job he was here. He's jumped the fence to run after me £1,000 tempest, and fair play to him, he got it for us. But yeah, after that, I'm playing the 26, tempest is in the field right here. yeah, that should be fun. So but yeah, as you can see, I've got bait everywhere. I've just redone the rods. I'm going to go through the bait situation with you now and let you know what we're catching these carp on. Right, chaps, after that saga with the tempest going flying, I felt like Wizard of Oz, I did. Felt like old Dorothy. She was gone, wasn't she? You know, that's what people will call me, old Dorothy. And yeah, we're finally going to come onto the bait now, and typical, it's just starting to bloody rain. I've got the phone behind the van door, so I hope the sound quality is good. I will check it just in case. But yeah, bait wise, obviously people know that we've just signed for Steamies, and it was my first time in actually using the bait this year. So like I say, I haven't been out at all this year. Well, tell a lie, I did. I went to Cottington, but the deal wasn't done then, and it's the first time out now. And yeah, this is what's been doing the damage. So I'm coming a bit closer for you guys. I think we'll give it one of those. So it's that one there. It's the TNT, which is the Tiger Nut and Toffee. Now you can see it's in 12mm size, that one. And it's a beige colour bait, that one. Now a lot of these commercials see that colour beige. It's the same down at Cottington. That beige bait, it seems to be the colour. So I thought I'd start off here, and it has been the same. Now TNT, what it stands for is Tiger Nut and Toffee. And you know, one of them times, chaps, when you go into a tackle shop or, you know, a bait warehouse and you open a bag of boilies and you go, cool, I like them. It ain't just about catching you, but it catches them as well. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it's like when you open this Tiger Nut Toffee. As you can see, with all the Steamies range, they come in sealable bags, which is great. I find that absolutely brilliant, because you know, it's like, chaps, you open up a bag, then you never seal it back up again, innit? And then they lose their freshness. That's my opinion with it anyway. So like companies I've been with before, I've always told them, you need resealable bags. You can just reseal it, bosh it straight in the freezer, and none of it ends up in the bottom of the freezer, does it, chaps, you know? But yeah, I'll just grab a couple out for you. As you can see, they're like a beigey colour. That's it just there. And yeah, they absolutely smell great. You can actually eat them. So that's what we've been using. That's what we've had the free fish on. So yeah, like I say, these baits, hence the name, they're steamed. They're not boiled. And basically the reasoning for that is, oh yeah, hello mate, you want some, do you? He's trying to eat them now as well, bless him. The reason for that is when your baits are steamed, they're more fresher. And that is the good thing. When you boil it, you lose so much good ingredients, additives and flavours out of your bait. It's unreal, a boiled bait. For people that have had steamed vegetables compared to boiled vegetables, you will understand exactly what I mean. And that is why I believe this is working. I'm the only one on the lake to catch. I mean, the lake is absolutely packed. The gentleman next to me who's just saved me tempest, he's just come up to me and said, mate, look, you've had 3. You know, what are you doing? And I've just given him some, you know, so that's the plan. I've just given him some of the TNT. It'll be interesting to see if he'll catch next door to me. Like I say, he ain't had nothing. And but yeah, that's what we're using. And to be honest with you, yeah, a 26-pound mirror, a 28-pound common, and the second biggest common in the lake at 37-pound on my first time using it. It's a winner, isn't it, boys, you know? So, but yeah, like I say, with them, brand new for us, but that smells great. And obviously, it comes with the flavourings as well. So, I mean, with that, obviously, it's got rocket fuel, which is double strength, lads. You know, so you're not like a lot of these flavours that are on the market. It's just like a 1 strengthener. Obviously, this being double strength, says exactly what it says in the, does exactly what it says on the tin. Sorry, lads, doesn't it? And what I've been doing is just using a little bag. Again, not a lot of bait. We're in winter/spring, and I've been absolutely soaking it in this stuff. Absolutely, so it's like pouring off of it, dripping off of it. And we've just done the same for the gentleman next door. So I'm more buzzing to see if he catches now rather than me. I'm done. So, but yeah, obviously you get it in the 1 litre jars, and yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, that stuff. It's one of those, you know, when you open something and you go, oh, that's a winner. Same with that. While we're on the subject of dips though, for all you solid bag lovers, there's a new one out called the Liquid Peanut. And again, I tell you what, when I met Christian and he said, what do you reckon of this? Anyway, I opened it up and I smelt it. Oh my God. If you like peanut butter, I'm telling you, you'll love this. And the other good thing about it is, look at that nozzle, chaps. Can you see it? So for all you solid bag lovers, bosh, straight into your solid. and there you go, you got your liquid peanut. So good idea that with them bottles, I like that. It's very clever that, like I say, there's a lot of people down here. I know this place is overrun by solid bags, hence why I've just gone in with boilies and just try something different. And being different has worked, but yeah, this stuff, like I say, I've been putting it into the mesh bags. Sorry, I keep looking that way, lads, because my rods are out. So, but yeah, the liquid peanut from Steamies, that is going to be an absolute winner this year. That's a new one out from them as well, and that complemented with the TNT, the Tiger Nut Toffee. Yeah, I think that's going to be a winner for me on these commercials. So, and I'd like to try it up in Bluebell as well. I've got a feeling it'll work up there, chaps. So, yep, one of those. And sorry, I thought the gentleman had a bite then. I really want him to get one now, you know, because I just want to see if it is this bait. I'm positive it is. And like I say, we've been doing really well. But yeah, the liquid peanut, look out for that, lads, from Steamy Baits as well. Like I say, they do quite a few in the range. They've got the krill and they got the hydro squid. I mean, when it comes to a little bit more summer, I'm going to start having a bang on the krill, and especially the squid as well, because if you've got a lake that is run by fish mills, them ones are well worth it as well. And again, comes with the hydro dips, etc. So but yeah, if you've never heard of Steamies, check them out on the Facebook pages, Instagram and that. And the other good thing they do as well, chaps, they'll even roll your own design bait as well. So if there's something that you like, they'll roll it for you as well. Right, morning, chaps. And yeah, it's done exactly the same as yesterday. I had a couple of bites early this morning, but yeah, what a night from hell. I think the lake's absolutely flooded. I've had to sleep in the van. People's bibbies are flying through the night, but we've caught two. And so yeah, here's the first one anyway, 28.5 pound ghosty. That was the first bite this morning. Absolute stunning fish, this one. And yeah, overjoyed with this. So if she behaves, I'll be able to lift her up for you. I've come out here on the road with me unhooking mat because of the wind to get behind the van. So and down there is like a mud path. So hence why we're up here on the track. Yeah, pretty much near enough a double take it was. Playing this one, just landed it, just about to put the rod back out, and the middle rod ripped off. 28.5 pound of her. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful ghosty mirror, stunning carp. So yeah, well pleased with this trip. Another 28 or 28.5 this one. But yeah, stunning this one. Look at that, near leather, just a beautiful coking farm mirror carp as well. You know, it's the TNT doing it again. Absolutely fantastic. That bait has absolutely destroyed it this weekend. So yeah, we'll flip it round for you. There we go. So it's absolute beautiful carp, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, stunning. So right, I think it's time to get him back, and let's get the other one out for you. Right, chaps, we've just weighed the other one up with the bloke next door, Simon. She's coming at 32.4. So another 30. So yeah, it's been a disaster trip with weather. I mean, I'll go on more about that a bit later, but yeah, what a session, 32.4. So nice brace this morning. And yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with it, to be honest with you. Sort me out, chaps. Oh, right, let's lift this one up for you guys. And it's she wants to be lifted up, of course, which a lot of them don't. But yeah, fantastic session. There we go. Come on, go. Look at that, chaps. 32. For that one, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, 32.4. What an absolute beautiful carp. They are stunning carp here from Coking, aren't they? Beautiful. Let's switch him round for you guys. And there we go. Oh, there it is, chaps. The other side of her. 32.4. What's a cracking carp. well pleased with that. Right, I'm going to get some stills and let's get her back. Right people, we've come to the end of our coking farm adventure, and as you can see I'm in the van, so gonna go on with what happened last night. Nothing shortage but carnage basically down in Coking Farm. I mean, gale force winds to 70 mile an hour. I wouldn't like to think that there's probably trees come down. The whole site is just like a swamp. I mean, it's not the fisheries' fault, it's just that weather. The rain, the wind, it's absolutely killed it down there, you know. The bloke next door to me, I could hear someone shouting for help in the middle of the night. I mean, it sounds funny, do you know what I mean? Because I would laugh, but I got out of the van and I was just like, I was shouting, hello, hello, and I could just hear, help, help. Anyway, I went down to him and he was hanging onto his bivvy like fucking Mary Poppins. And yeah, anyway, his bivvy ended up in a field. We had to go and get that. I helped the bloke pack down at 1:30 in the morning in the pissing rain. And it was just carnage. I mean, I slept in the van last night and it was like being in a fairground. The van was rocking. And yeah, like I say, it was really bad. I mean, the place is an absolute mess, like underwater. But like I say, it's just the amount of rain we've had. It's just absolutely ridiculous, guys. But typical this morning, I started to pack other things away that was outside the van. Left-hand rod was away, 28.5 postie. You know, so that, I mean, a great result again on the TNT. And yeah, I was overjoyed. Literally dealing with that, middle rod ripped off. And then I've had a 32.4 this morning as well. So near enough like a brace. A fish there, 28 and a 32 this morning. Again on the TNT, like I showed you. You know, it's obviously done very well, but the best feeling about it was, do you remember when I said I gave the bloke some bait next door because he asked for some? He only went and had a personal best at 33.5 pound. So yeah, fair play that man. So the bait obviously works down there, and like I say, he only had the one, but he was blanking until that time. And yeah, so fair play that man. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I fished in conditions where it was absolutely like gale force winds for 48 hours, non-stop. I mean, bivvies were just taking off like fairground rides. My Tempest is absolute a mess. I mean, I'm hoping it's okay. I'll be sorting it out when I get home. But other than that, chaps, that's it. So we ended up on 5 fish. So we had a 26, a 28, a 28.5, 32.4 and a 37.2 common. So yeah, fantastic trip. Well pleased with the new bait and all the rig mechanics, etc. Really working well. And if you like this style of fishing, or you want to keep up to date with the new channel, subscribe, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, you know, all that malarkey, lads. I'd be very, very appreciated. Like I say, it's a brand new channel, so this is the first one. There's going to be sessions like this with me and old Carp Dog Ted going around the country and hopefully catching some big day ticket carp for you guys. So like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I think we'll catch up with you soon. To be honest with you, I'm dreading. I've literally just got home, to be fair. I'm dreading unloading this van. Everything is an absolute 2 and 8, lads. So yeah, wish me luck with that one, and we'll catch up with you guys soon. Thanks for watching.